when drawing other people's characters, the first thing I like to do is um, draw the eyes first, because then you can have the placement of the hair, the jawline, everything else will fall into place. Well, that's what I do, and it works for me quite well. So first we're gonna draw the eyes, then the fold of the eye, and then the eyebrow. Now note, when drawing the eyes and the eyebrows are actually very thin and small, so keep that in mind. And the eye, the front eyes are they're quite curved, so also keep that in mind. And next step would be drawing the eyes itself, and that's relatively simple. Just half circles would be more than enough for the eyes. And once you do with the first eye, you do with the second, and try to replicate it as best as you can. Now that you have both of the shape of the eyes in, now you want to get inside the eyes and draw on the pupils, which are obviously the darkest part of the eye. And Kirito himself has small pupils, so don't make him too big. And next thing that should be done, or that I recommend, would be putting in the glare, so we know where the light is shining on him, and that would make it much easier. It would make it much easier for the eye, how it would look. And then from there we just shade in almost everything. We leave the bottom part of the eye white, or if you're gonna color everything, make the bottom part of the eye a lighter shade. And for this reason, I don't know, it pleases the eye, I suppose. It looks rather nice. And when you do, and after you've done that to the first eye, just do it to the second eye. Alright, now for the hair is what the next step's gonna be. And just note that Kirito has the main hair strand, or the biggest hair strand I should say, is the one that is in between his eyes, and that is what covers, or it passes the eyes, and everything from that point, they should reach the eyebrows until you hit the area where it's a little past the eyes, where you place in the ears. Then it goes a little bit lower, and then just place in the nose, which is a simple dot, and continue just having placing the ears right about now, and just for both sides, just so you know where to place the jawline, which is for me one of the most important parts, because I see a lot of good pieces of artwork being messed up because of the jawline. So try to get that as closest looking to the original picture as possible, and you'll be good. Just tweaking it as I go, adding just a normal facial expression, and just doing a little fixing, and there you have the face of it. And now just gonna place in the neck, just so we can just get onto it later on. Alright, now we're gonna move on and finish what we started with the hair, and that is just it splits off into two directions, and from where the splitting would begin, where if you go directly above the main hair strand between Kirito's eyes, that's when the hair is gonna start flipping the other direction. And when you have that in, just make a little dent, I suppose, and have one hair flick out to the other direction, just so you know. And then you just continue the motion of the hair which you started. Then you just drop in the back hair or behind the neck. And then right now I'm just cleaning up a little bit. So first we're going to do is put in the lines that will be Kirito's trench long coat I don't know why I said trench coat. And it's just two simple lines, just curved slightly at an angle, because at that angle would be where the fold will come into place, which you'll see later in the video. And now I'm just drawing in his v-neck black shirt, and it's fairly simple. Simple lines, and just dropping in the collarbone, since he is a skinny guy. And then now we're going to have the basic guideline for the collar of the long coat. So you can just make a rough sketch of you just draw outside the head, like I'm doing here. And I try to keep it as even as possible. And so you want to try that, just so that it will look nice, or look best. And have it parallel. And see, here's the angle part where I mentioned earlier, where it's going to connect. So you have that on the right side. You just put that in there, and from here I'm just gonna put in rough sketches, or not sketches, like detail. I mean, just little simple detail that'll be added to the coat. Alright, now at this point I'm just gonna put in the second, or try to make the line parallel to the upper V-neck part, because there's a little design there that he has. And I'm just going to drop that in there, put in the two lines that belong there, drop in another two actually, and now I'm going to continue what I did one side to the other for the collar. Now that's done, I'm just going to continue from where I left off with the neck to make the shoulders. And I'm just going to tweak it a little bit because I messed up. And now I'm going to put in the lines that will separate his arm and his shoulder, which is a small detail, but it matters. And there you have it there. I'm just going to include the little details of his long coat, which are just some basic lines that are parallel to each other. Try to keep them parallel. I did a terrible job at it. So this is not the best example to be looking at for that little detail. And I'm just going to continue what I did one side to the other, trying to keep it as close as possible, or as parallel as possible. For this part, I'm going to be drawing, I believe, what is to be the holder, or the item that holds his sword. And for this part, you're just going to need a reference, because there's no way for me to describe it how to be done properly. And that's really all I have to say, is just get reference for this part. Now that we're done with what I believe is supposed to be the holder of Kirito's sword, now I'm just gonna finish up the rest of his upper body, finishing the shoulder, putting in the little band he has there, finishing the long coat that he has. I don't know why I keep thinking of trench coat, but I'm gonna stick to long coat. I'll try that. Anyways, I'm gonna finish the other side to his arm. Try to make it as resemble the Kirito as best as I can, putting in the extra details. And from this part in, I'm just fixing it up, putting in the necessary details that have to be made with this, and that's really just about it. And now we are getting to the sword. Just putting in, drawing the handles, gonna put all how it's supposed to look. And again, just look for a reference for this part. There's not really a way to describe it. It's just you just need reference, and you're good with this. So and that's really about it. And this is how you draw Kirito from Sora Online. This is the first episode of a series that will be on drawing. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. If you have any suggestions, comments, anything about this video, leave a comment down below and stay awesome.